You know what I think separates great leaders from average ones? It's not necessarily intelligence or charisma or even strategy. Sometimes it's just the willingness to make tough decisions when every part of you wants to delay, deflect, or just hope that it goes away on its own. So if you've ever sat across from a team member knowing you needed to have a hard conversation but couldn't quite pull the trigger, this message and this newsletter are for you. Tough leadership decisions aren't hard just because you don't know what to do. They're hard because you actually care about the people you're sitting across the table from. You care about the people, the culture, and the ripple effects that your choice and that difficult conversation might create. And that care, while it might be your greatest strength, it's also something that can hold you back. So you remember their loyalty, you remember the nights that they stayed late, you remember those times when it felt like they carried the whole team on their shoulders. But, history creates weight that unfortunately data alone can't move. So while you wait, standards slip, morale can drop, and your best people start looking elsewhere sometimes because they think there's a double standard. So here's what really happens in those moments. I think your body reacts before your brain does. You feel it. That tightness in your chest, the racing pulse, the fog that makes it hard to think clearly. I've been there. Trust me, I've been there a bunch of times. It's not weakness. I think it's just human nature. Clarity can change everything, however. When you communicate a tough decision with confidence, keep your calm and give your team something powerful. It gives them safety. They see you as steady. They see you as someone they can trust, and they respect you even more than they did before. So clarity creates safety. Certainty builds trust. Over 25 years of ownership and mentorship, I've developed a system. I call it clarity and vision. Clarity gives you internal alignment, and then the vision drives external execution. I get into that in detail. I'll describe both in the newsletter. So if that is something that you're interested in, please read the newsletter. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. But these two lenses can turn stress into structure and execution into something that can really move the needle for you and your team. So here's the truth. Tough decisions never get easier. They just get more expensive. You know that, right? Leaders who avoid conflict to stay comfortable tend to lose the trust of their team, and that tends to erode culture. Leaders who act with clarity, compassion, and conviction build teams that are going to follow them with confidence. You weren't called to lead because it's easy. You were called to lead because it matters. It really does. So if you'd like to go deeper on this framework, please read the full newsletter and DM me if you have additional questions about that. Have a great day.